I just want to say, I told y'all about the money, and it came again this week twice from both accounts. Amen.
Amen. I just want to say, I have a lot to be thankful for, but I want to say this, and I know we hear Bishop talk about it all the time, even Mother. But I want to go back to, it was a time that I was standing back there. Mother had came out and prophesied to me that I would receive something. She said something's good going to happen to you. I just want to cut that short and say I had received a check, didn't know where it came from. It was just in my account. Now I'm going to go even a little further. Bishop has been telling me that things were about to start advancing for me. That's happening. Okay, now another thing that happened, my wife received a check. She received a check. We don't know. I was sitting back there and I was contemplating on what to give for offering. I said, okay, I'm going to give $20. Then the Spirit told me to give 30. And before Bishop had said something, Bishop was like, anybody that trusts God with 30, just going to give 30. So I said, I'm going to give this $30 because I believe you're going to do something. She received a check just unexpectedly. Wow. That ain't stop. Hold on. Then both of us got accounts. Now I know, I told her, I know where my account was when I went in there and looked at it. The next day, I had money in there, didn't know where it came from. Same thing happened to her. She had went in and checked her account. It was a certain amount in there. When she went back, it was more. It was what was it, about three?
It was more. I paid 2 bills out the account Friday morning.
Paid the bills out the account, and when she went back in there, it was like
I know what I had in there, and I went yes.
Where it came from. I'm telling y'all something. Listen to this word that we are.
Come on, y'all.
Speak this word, and you will have it. I will never be broke another day in my life. And I tell y'all right now, I'm walking around right now with pockets of money.
Right.
Come here. Y'all, them checks in the bank, them checks in the mail, and that money in the bank ain't no junk. Right. Okay? Because I witnessed something in my account. I was on the phone with my son, and he said, Mama, I sent you this money. But when I went and looked at my account, it was twice that money. Okay, and this checks in the mail, y'all. Okay, okay, that's all about the money. Glory, hallelujah. I came here last week, y'all. I was sick. The devil said I was sick. I'm sick like that. Okay. The enemy was trying to pour this poison into my system. But see, I went to the doctor and then I sat in there and I thought about that snake that been caught. I was like, go on. You know, I can't be dealing with this right now. Well, it didn't want to leave me. It just kept messing with me. And I started chanting and praying and battling, and then I came to Bishop. And I told him, I said, now you sitting there in that office, and you said that you weren't going to speak that thing out your mouth that was bothering you. I said, and I don't want to speak this stuff going on in my body out of my mouth. And I told him I had been chanting and praying. And you know what? He taught me something Friday night, y'all. Bishop said, you are wrestling. Have you ever wrestled with principalities? Have you ever really physically and knew that was what was going on? Bishop said, quit wrestling. I wrestled and I wrestled and I wrestled. When he said that, he laid hands on me. I had another feeling in my body sense. That's the miracle of what you believe. Sometimes we have to touch and agree, y'all, with somebody that understand what we're going through. I didn't understand what I was going through. And our team touched and agreed with me that I was healed. And I was wrestling. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, come on, put your hands together. Oh, come on, put your hands together. I see the miracle.
Jesus!
I believe a thing he said. And that's what Jesus said. And some people sit and they look like, y'all, this, but let me tell you something. Listen.
Yes, it is.
And while you're fighting it, guess what? You need some.
Say it again, Bishop.
You can't receive what you're fighting against. Money has ears. And if you're fighting money, you'll stay broke. Because money realizes I'm not welcome in your pocket. And it will roll on past you, and I'll just tell it to come on to my pockets.
Right.
Because I welcome it.
Open arms.
Amen. I welcome it, yes. Because this is a part of God's creation.
That's right.
And he said all things are mine. So I'm not going to denounce anything that God said belonging to me. You denounce it, that's on you. Stay in the shape you're in, and let the rest of us go ahead on and receive. Amen, somebody. It comes through our faith. It comes through our believing what is spoken. When you believe it and when you walk this thing out, you'll be surprised of the manifestation. You know, this word, the word of God, is just information until you activate it. If you don't activate what God say, to you it's just information. And people, she was talking about wrestling. People wrestle with what God said. But they'll believe the doctor. They'll believe the president. They'll believe CNN, Channel 11, and all these others. All this other stuff. They'll believe it. But they wrestle with believing God. And there are people everywhere that are seeking out answers, brothers and sisters. And I'm going to tell you, people, look, God said, if you search it, if you seek me, you will find me. And you don't have to be all deep and going through all these shenanigans. A lot of people go through all that stuff they miss God looking for. God, listen, God is always point blank. He just is. He's not coming from nowhere. You don't have to find him somewhere. Where you at? Look, I'm here. Watch this, it's you that welcomes me. It's you. You can hold your breath right now and cut the breath off in your body. Cut all the oxygen off. Will that stop air? Will that stop oxygen? Y'all don't want to talk to me. Y'all don't want to talk. Y'all don't want to talk. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Somebody don't mind talking. No. I tell you what, hold your breath and see what happens. Since you're sitting there looking funny, you see, this is the way it is. God just is. And you have to welcome him. You have to receive him. We was at a place yesterday and I was looking at all these people coming to this place. And there was a lady sitting there and she were, I don't know what she would call herself. I'm not going to try to get into none of the names either, but people believed her. And it was shown through the people that was coming in there going to her. And that's okay, baby. I don't even want to get about no thought. But listen, they had money. See, and I was telling my wife, I said, you see how freely them people line up for this woman to help them, and they're giving her money as she's helping. I said, in church, they'll fight me. People give me money, people will fight. You giving that man your money. But these people were lined up because, listen, when you're helping people and they're being blessed by what you say, the Bible even said that you go back and bless them. That put that into you. But you know, religion has defiled a lot of people. And don't you know that you'll cut that channel off when you do that? You want it to continue to flow. You want it to continue to flow. Well, y'all believe him? Yes, I believe him. I sure do. And I don't care what you think about him. I believe God used him. I believe God speaks through him. And see, that's why I tell people, listen, if you come here and just go on a tradition of something, or you just, go on to church and check that off my list and all that, you're really wasting time. Because God has placed me as a vessel here to bless his people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The Bible says, let me keep working with this, that all things are yours. And then he turned around and put the man of God in it. Yes. And said, whether Paul or Apollos, yes. He said, it's all yours. Yes. It's all yours. So you come in here, listen, my job is to feed into you. Right. And that's why I say to people sometimes, you turn me loose because you're pulling so much. That woman with that issue, she pulled virtue out of Jesus. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She pulled virtue out of him. She was so desperate. And when I'm up here, people be pulling on me in the pew because they're hungry. They want some help. Yeah. The enemy don't want you to get the help you need. So he give you a bunch of religious defilement so that you don't get it. And you got to know that's the enemy's trick. I wouldn't waste my time. I told God, I said, God, listen, if I'm your vessel and I'm to be a blessing in people's lives, I want to see some miracles. I don't want to just be going to church and just singing and shouting and dancing and falling out and going through the motions and preaching and all this and not seeing some miracles. Right. I want to see miracles. Right. See, I'm honest with God like that. I'm not going to pass the church and no miracles coming through there. Right. Oh, y'all don't hear me. That's okay. That's all right. I'm not here for a tradition. I'm not here for a paycheck. I'm not a hireling. I'm a shepherd. Chosen by God. Listen, I dare not pass the church and no miracles, signs, and wonders. And this is God. You can be healed. You can be delivered. You can be set free from whatever is ailing you in all areas today. Yeah. Right now. I'm going to say that for the rest of us. Today. It's your faith that makes you whole. If you don't allow yourself to receive what's being ministered to you, then you'll stay sick. Where other people get up, they're being healed. They're being blessed. They're being delivered. And you're mad. I've been saved umpteen years and I still haven't got mine. That's not God's fault. Right. Make it plain. I have to believe him. It is impossible. Am I boring y'all?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Yet. It is impossible to please God without faith. I have to have faith in God. I have to believe him. Whatever he said, I have to believe it. Y'all just talk about Jesus. I'm tired of just talking about Jesus and I'm ragged as a feline. I don't got a good, decent place to stay, and I'm not going to use another term, but I sure want to, but I'm in church. So I have to say it. Y'all just meet me out there on the street, and I'm going to tell you what I want to say that I can't say it.
That's all right.
See what I'm saying? See, I'm not going to do it. All this big God that has created all this universe. And he said, I live in you, and you can't get a miracle.
Wow. That's good.
I quit. Y'all don't like me. Yeah, I'm messing up religious folk. I need my other glasses out my car. These two falling. Give me the other one. They're right there in that console right there in the front. That's my pad right here. That's all right. We good. It's live. Did somebody say it's live?
It's live.
I remember it. Praise the Lord. Yeah. Listen. I'm not going to do it. God, listen. If all this power of you is in me, then I want to see some miracles. Somebody needs to be echoing that right now.
I want to see some miracles.
Somebody needs to echo that right now. Yeah, I'm not going to play games with you and try to get you hyped up in some religious traditions or something. No, baby, I need you to grab this by faith and put God on the block. If that's you, then you bid me to get on the water like you. I'm tired of sitting up on this boat. If that's you and it's real, I want to get out there where you are. And I don't have to go through a bunch of deep religious shenanigans to get there. And when you hear him properly, he's just going to say, come. Watch this. Now unto him. Let me help you, Ephesians 3:20. Yeah. Now unto him that is able to do. Watch this. Stay with me, Brother Herb. Exceeding and abundantly above all you ask or you can't think far enough. Y'all, this ain't good for somebody. But I tell you, if you put it to action, honey, you're going to be a shoutingest Christian. See, you done lost your praise because you're hooked on something else. And you're not getting the realities. And so when you leave a body here, you walking out of here the same. And then Bobo and them call you. You're so quick to go with them simply because you're not grabbing anything that God is trying to get to you to birth you out where you need to be birthed from. Exceeding abundantly above all that you actually think, according to what? The power. The power that's at work. That's at work. That's at work in you. That's why you put him on the block. In the name of our Lord Jesus, by the power of God in me, I command every bill paid. I'm tired of the house lying to me. I'm tired of the car lying to me. I'm tired of the business lying to me. The bank account lying to me. The TV lying to me. Everything lying. I don't want to hear it. By the power of God. I'm going with his word.
I'm going with his word.
Your neighbor, tell him I'm going with him.
I'm going with him. I'm going with him.
Now you're in a dangerous spot. So if you ain't going to agree with this, you might want to slide down just a little bit. Give me a little room, thank you. I might get a little radical. By the power of God in me, I command this sickness, this disease that's been playing with me, get up off me. By the power of God in me, I command money to come in abundance, unexpected financial abundance.
I receive that.
The power of God in me, I command every pew filled with hungry, thirsty souls, motivated and excited, ready to receive from God. You ain't coming here to receive from the devil. He sit there in the pew tap on you to give you something demonic to get your attention. He'll wait after service and tap you and give you something demonic. You got to stand on what you believe. When I stand on this, can a devil in hell stop me? Because he done already declared unto me that I am more than a conqueror through Christ that liveth in me. Through Christ. In the name of our Lord Jesus. I will not be in this raggedy felox.
Amen, Bishop. He preaching.
The bump along, can't get along, can't ride along. No. The enemy that you seen today.
You won't see it no more. Come on, Bishop. You better preach, Bishop.
Like the devil keep telling you you can't get out of. You stuck in this. That devil is lying to you. I wish somebody wasn't scared of him and just said, devil, you lying. And I'm not accepting no more of your lies. I'm not accepting it no more. I ain't going into another depressed house. You lying to me. Sad down in the dump with blues all the time. You are lying. And I'm not receiving that no more. Got me mad and angry all the time. You liar, you. When my God tell me that joy, the joy of God is in the kingdom of God, and the kingdom of God is in me. He didn't say anger was there. He said joy and peace is in the kingdom. And don't look out there trying to find it. He said when they tell you low here, low there, don't look, don't pay no attention. Because they're trying to get your attention off on something, glory to God, of idol, something that they can see, to take your eyes off the one you can't see. Honey, that thing that you can see, why do you yet hope for it? The thing that you can't see, glory to God, oh my God. No. He said, I live in you. The kingdom of God is in you. I wish you slapped your own self and declared the kingdom of God. I'm not walking around here mad and angry. What you mad about? What you ain't mad for no reason. Just angry. Just angry. You need to clear out some stuff. You got too much going down in there and you won't allow God to deliver you from it. Your past can't heal you. I don't care what they did to you. It will not heal you. It's going to take the kingdom, the power of God in you to heal you of your past. You go to all the psychics and psychiatrists and all of them and them until you acknowledge the power of God that is in you. You'll always be looking for somebody else. And, oh God, shit, come on, bullshit. And I will not be a servant to the lender when I can be the lender. I will not. I don't remember me. I will not. You said I lend to nations and never need to borrow. And run around begging for $5 for gas. But listen, you lying to me. I will not beg for another dollar for some gas. When I get home, the creator of the universe. I'm sitting around here like a little bed that is sheet on. I asked God, I said, God, what's happening here? Because I saw stuff just start working and stuff just start turning in my favor. I'm like, God, I thank you, I bless you, but just please just kind of help me out with this. He said, you done tapped in.
Ah.
And once you tap in, everything you ever desired is in there. Once you tap in, you Anything that look like what you've been through, run. I just walked out of a depressive relationship. I ain't going to get to nothing else that look like it. That's a soul tie. I need to be delivered from that soul tie. I'm going forward. I ain't going backwards. God has carried me to my wealthy place, not back to my broken down place. I'm going with God.
I'm going with God.
I can't help it. I'm in the Holy Ghost. I can't help it. I'm in the Holy Ghost. I'll be over at Bishop McGee at 5 o'clock. And y'all come on over there and let's get some more. Glory to God. You got to get into this and you got to refuse to quit. You got to refuse. I don't care if everybody quit. I ain't quitting. I'm going to see the miracle. Now, you ain't waste your time going up over there. Listen here, you waste your time. Do whatever you got to do. I have got to go. Because me sitting up in there ain't been helping me. And me hanging around you ain't been helping me. I'm going to take my chance. I'm going down there to that church. And I'm going to let God slap me, beat me, and get me up. I got to get up from here. I think they say, everybody on the movement. If that's you, you shout it. I got to get up from here. I ain't going to be too busy with nothing that I can't stop and take time and connect with my Father. I need to stay here. I need everything that look like the Father. I'm tired of looking at everything that look like the devil. Lord, this is the best I could do. The devil lying to you. You better take a step for your own self. Well, I guess I done got who old now the devil lying to your shield. Abraham 90. Shanda Bokede. 100 having a baby. You don't tell God what's too old. Ain't no too old in him. It's your jacked up BS. Thank you for helping them out. That's new. So they'll know where I'm at. That's belief system. You on the internet, that's new. Today I prophesy in the name of our Lord by the power of God in me. Your slavery days are over. You're being enslaved by the devil from this day forward. It is over. Your famine is over. In the name of our Lord, I decree and declare that you step out of the valley and you step up into the light. In the name of our, I wish somebody would go crazy. All of you that got it, you go crazy. Let the rest. I'm going to better. I want everything that look like God. I'm moving, I'm advancing, and I will not look back. I ain't going back. I'm not turning to a pillar of salt. Glory to God, I'm not going back to anything that God has destroyed behind me. I'm going to keep on walking. 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 If I got to go by myself, I'm going to keep on walking. They don't want to go with you. That's okay. I'm going to keep on walking. Because God said, as you go, I got tens of thousands that have not bowed to Baal. And he said, I'll put them in your life, baby. Oh, y'all don't like this. This is too much for y'all. It's too much. It's too much for y'all. I'll put them in your life. And I decree and declare that the right people are being connected to you. I decree and declare that all those wrong, those meaningless relationships are over. I decree and declare that you're coming into meaning relationships. You're coming into abundant relationships with the right business partners, with the right connections. I cancel all the wrong connections that you had in the past, and I declare that the right connections are coming forward. Them my best, forget them best good friends. You ain't helping me. Because if you were, you would join me. You want anybody that really desire good for me, they're not going to enjoy seeing me down. That's right. And want to keep me down.
That's right.
Get away from people that tolerate you. Get around folk that celebrate you. You ain't looking for religion.
That's right.
I want to see if there's a lot of wolves in sheep clothes. Going to church, got the Bible under their arm, got all that, yeah, and then they trick you up into a trick bag and then throw you out. Didn't you know I was a snake? Devil done tricked plenty of folk out the church talking about Jesus. You know, I'm saved, you know. You better know. You better know. Oh, go ahead. I'm getting in trouble, but that's okay. That's okay. Don't sit up there talking about, well, I want me to say, no, you don't. No, you don't. Well, they trick you. Give me one who loves God. And watch this. You will know them by their fruits.
Show enough. Yeah.
And you know I'm saved. Everybody tell you that. I ask you right now. Everybody say, yeah. And they'll trick you right up out of here.
Right.
You follow them. Well, you know, they told me that, yeah. And then when something happened, you blaming God, church, and everybody else. And we had nothing to do with it. That's why it's my job to warn the sheep. But it's up to the sheep to heed to the warning. Be tricked off by everything. You know, he say he know the Bible. He quotes scripture. She do too. I don't mean nothing. I done met prisoners and crackheads and everything else. Can read the Bible and tell you all about it better than you ever will. Stop it. Stop it. She telling the truth. But stop it. She telling the truth. I know what she's talking about. Praise the Lord. Yeah.
Amen.
Fooling and tricking. That's how the enemy is. He ain't coming up with no horns out of his head and a big old pitchfork and all that. That's what Hollywood told you. If you could see the thief, you'll prepare before he get there. He slip up on you because he's a thief. You don't see him. You sit right there on your couch. Well, you know the Bible said, oh, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High God abide. Oh, girl, I feel it right now. Didn't get what he wanted. Then what? Stop, Bishop.
No, the truth.
I don't know how I'm getting into this. You're trying to warn somebody. Don't be fooled. We get together, the only place you take me into the club. Why we can't go, Gloria, to some of these decent, excellent, elegant?
Bishop.
Why we gotta always go to the bar? Why is that all life is, and drinking and smoking? We can't enjoy life without being high and drunk all the time. I'm high on life. I'll be following you, and that's all we do. Why we can't go to faith ministries and receive so our life can get better? preach at home. Yeah, well, but look where we at.
Right. Exactly. Come on, Bishop.
They take your cable, they took your pastor.
Right.
Bishop.
TV go out,
Bishop.
they done stole your pastor.
Bishop. Bishop.
You rebuking the TV.
Please,
Oh,
sir.
God trying to tell you. Don't forget the assembling of yourselves in the house of the Lord.
That's right.
As some have. Because he knows that people trick off with that kind of stuff. And they ain't going nowhere. Just making excuses. Well, you know, too much going on up in there. You're watching the wrong stuff. God said, if you let me lead you, I'm going to lead you to the right place. But you don't want to go where I'm leading you. You got to follow the crowd. And that's why the Israelites didn't want to go with Joshua and Caleb. You know, y'all the only two talking that stuff. All these other preachers, they all on agreement with something else. We need to be following them. And they got all that negative message. But they don't want you to follow Joshua because, you know, they Joshua, Caleb, gee, they got 10 other ones telling us this other message. And we're going to follow them. All of them perish. All die. You're following man. You're not following God. So man messed up, your God messed up. So that's why I don't teach people flesh. I teach them God. You follow me as I follow Christ. I'm not coming here as no big shot and all this other stuff I got to put on to try to, you know, be all deep and stuff over you and all that. No, when they were looking for Jesus, Jesus looked just like all the rest of them. There's a reason that's in the Bible.
Yes, sir.
You know, you got to have all this, that, and the other, and all that. They're not even concerned about the spirit that's working in them. You know them by the fruit. Oh, you know, they don't do miracles no more. Since when?
Right.
You've been around the wrong people. Because they're happening here all the time. I got people all on my backline on social media that are being healed. They're testifying on there. I got people connected with me on there all over the world. You may not think so because you don't go on there and check it out. But that don't stop all them. See, you can't, I don't care how good a cook you are, you can't feed people that are not hungry. Them people out there, they don't have no other option, and they hear this little boy get on that screen and shift their consciousness. They don't have nothing else. And then they turn around and experience God for themselves. Now they follow me on there. They get on there and they give, they sow on PayPal, right on the internet. Because they believe in this message. While you sit there looking, you know. That's why they did Jesus. Could do but so few miracles among my own. Because they don't see him from the God in him. They're looking at the carpenter's son. He ain't big enough to be my pastor. You know, he got to be fat, big, with a pot belly. He got to be old. And a big giant cross hanging all over the place. He got all this big robe on. Man got on the internet, and I did christening with a robe on, and he a preacher, got on there and come telling me, you need to be wearing, that's what you're supposed to wear in the pulpit every week. Trying to tell me. Man, I done heard all kind of stuff. That stuff don't move me.
Don't mean nothing.
Man, please. I bet you don't see me in a robe every Sunday. I'm not trying to put on a front. If you don't experience God, then you just missed it. Don't expect me to not go to the beach and not go on vacation. Oh, Bishop was in a jogging suit here. I don't think that, David, that's because you're hooked on man and not God. See, I'm trying to help somebody.
Yes, you are.
This is the Holy Ghost. I didn't come out here with this. I got this other stuff sitting here, and I can't even do it because he won't let me. That's why I just study and I just say, okay, God, let's do it, whatever. Because I just study, get stuff together. But I know he gonna do what he do. Because he knows everything that's stuck up in here. He knows every need in these seats. That's why he's welcome to shift me in whatever direction he needs to shift me to help somebody. Glory to God. Last month, I had over 100,000 people total out the month. Now, Facebook giving me credits to advertise more.
Wow.
Because it's reaching, when you reach a certain level, they start giving you credits because they don't want you to get off of there. So they offer me credits every week because I'm reaching people in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Interesting, keeping up with no list. How many people came to the altar to die? No, how many transformed lives have taken place? Oh, Jesus. You don't do it like they call that altar call. And they do this. Baby, listen. Jesus said, thou hast been made clean by the word that I have spoken. Honey, if you receive what God is saying, that's your altar. Sometimes I'll do it. Depends on what's going on, and if I need to, Holy Ghost ump me to do it, I'm going to do it. But otherwise, listen, no, I'm in the Holy Ghost. I want to see transformed lives. You done been in church too long to not receive anything. I'm getting too close on your camera. You've been in church too long. Honey, aren't you tired of just being here? Somebody declare, I'm going to see miracles from today. I'm going to see miracles from today. Oh, come on, talk. Come on, talk. The thing that I struggled with have fell off of me. Talk. The Bible says it is with the confession. It is with the confession and the belief of the heart that brings forth the deliverance. You know what I'm saying? No, I decree and declare in the name of the Lord, just like he just said, everything that I struggled with has fell off. And by the power of the Lord Jesus Christ in me, I am made whole. Now, I wish somebody go crazy. I wish somebody go crazy. I prophesy, Lord God, your tomb days gone, baby. That's over. Stop looking back to the grave. It's over. Jesus said, I came that you have life. He didn't say, I come that you get a religion. He said, I came that you have life and have it more. Man, you couldn't make me leave up out of this type of service. And I'll be sitting here, I'll be late for work. I wouldn't even get, listen, look, T.I. did it. I'm telling you, I was an organ player at my church. And we run right up on the time that I'm supposed to be at work. Not one time that I get up off of there. I'm in the anointing of the Holy Ghost. God is moving in this service. Listen, he got the job. It's going to be all right, whether it's them or somebody else. Because I need him more than I need that. I thank God for that, but I need him. Because if I keep working this right here, I can't say it in church. If our house is nice, if I continue to work this, I won't need the job.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
The job will need me. I declare businesses and all are calling TI on demand. Come, please minister to my people. Corporate office. Because people, God bless you, brother. People are looking for the real. Kelly, good to see you today. People are looking for the real. They're tired of all that shammed up stuff. And my job is to give you the reality of God, not a bunch of that hokey doke. And if you want the real, there ain't nothing but the real thing, baby. If you want the real thing, honey, you're going to come up in here ready. I was glad when they said unto me, let's go. I can't get there fast enough. I need this. I promise you, honey, if you spend time with God in you, with this right here, take a fast from young and dead and those lives that died and as the world went. Take a fast. Go on fast. Lord God, I want to commune with this time. Because if I can spend that much time crying and going depressed and all this stuff over Victor and Jack and Barbara and who are the other folk? Victoria. Y'all know Victoria. Who is it? Jill. All of them. That I can sit here and I can commune with my Father and get out of this rut. Honey, you're being tugged on by forces. You're being tugged on by forces. But when you pull out and focus in this direction, watch and see how many of them turn and follow you. Watch and see. See, what happens is they need to see somebody that break out. It's easy for all of us to stay in there. My kids need to see me break out. I know that's right. They need to see me break out. Me and Mama, they need to see us break out. I get busy and sure enough get going with my kids. I just that little one sitting over there in that corner. I ain't gonna say nothing next. I got him in the car, me and him. And I got him out there where he couldn't get out and go nowhere. All the privilege you have in this day and age, if I would have had them, glory to God. Because I ain't presenting religion to you. I ain't giving you nothing but God. Honey, listen here, brother, son. You can break out that box. Because you ain't never supposed to be in that shit. Not coming out of this house.
Oh, right, Bishop.
I know. The same God do it for mom and daddy is the same God that do it for you. But the devil's job is to steal, kill, and destroy. They work for them, but that ain't the devil's lying to you. He said it is for as many as the Lord God shall call. And he called all of y'all. Okay. Yeah. But you got to lock in and refuse to receive what the enemy say. You got to refuse. I I see people out here on the street. I got some. I'm gonna take. I don't know if I should say it. Brother Herb, give me permission. Give me permission. Brother Herb gave me permission. I got some Nicodemuses that gets to me, and they know that God has pulled them to this direction. But they can't come because, you know, they got some big people that, you know. There you go. Look at that. Say it again. Say it, son. Coming together. Hallelujah. I hear him.
Right.
Glory to God. See, and when you like that, you're more concerned about what they're going to think than you are what God has told you to do. So they just sneak up on me. Some of them meet me in the store. Bishop, they hold me in the store. And they will plant seed in my hand, so bless God, because they believe in it. They believe in it. You'd be surprised people walk up on me. But see, the thing is, you know, people will wait for something big, and then they'll miss where they could have got in at the beginning. See, my job is to go with God and what He tells me, not people and what they think. I don't need your opinion. I'm going with God. Y'all hear me? God desires so much more. And I prophesy you lock in from this day. God arises in you, and every enemy is scattered from you from this day. In the name of our Lord Jesus, God arises in you, and every enemy has been scattered from you. In the name of our Lord Jesus. Come on. Come on, give him a real praise. Give him a real praise. They've been running from you, but they're going to start coming to you. Because they're going to see the miracle hand of God on your life. And they're going to start believing you. So right now they don't believe you because it looks like religion. But when you lock into this, they're going to start seeing miracles. And they're going to change their mind about you. Some of y'all family going to change their minds about you. And they're going to start following you because they're going to start seeing God. They're going to see the light of God coming off of you. And they're going to desire, they're going to be attracted to you. They're going to be attached to you. And they're not going to want to turn you loose because they're going to see the light of God flowing through you. They run from you because you go there with religion. And you always call them the devil. You ain't going in there with the devil no more. I counsel them devil messages. You ain't going in there with no fire and brimstone. Want to judge everybody and kill them. Send everybody to hell with yourself. I counsel it. Don't fight me. Just receive. Love will not go in anywhere and send anybody to hell. Love will go in. Love lifted me. Love lifted me. That's what love will do. And God said, he that loves is of me. He that loves not is not of me. When nothing else could help. You can preach religion to me all day. But until love affects you, you will remain the same. Love lifted me. Yeah. That's why I told God I needed this. Love lifted me when nothing else could help. Love lifted me. Yeah, love. Lifted me. Yeah. Love lifted me. They're not gonna cross the street on you this time. When nothing else, with love and kindness have I drawn them. Love. See, that'll touch the place inside you that nothing else can touch. You haven't experienced that place. Because, honey, when you experience that place, it's going to change everything. It'll change all of your message. Hallelujah. I don't care what you've done in the past. The love of God will raise you up. Now, come on, team. Come on. Let's take off. Let's get out of here. Let's take off. Let's take off. Come on, stop. Leave me alone. Stop. Stop. I don't care where you've been. Love will step in. Love will get them out the crack house. Love will bring them off the street. Love will save the house. Love will save the city. Love will save the community when nothing else could help. Realize down on the inside there is God, and God is love. And when I love myself from the God place, then I realize that I love everybody else. Paul said, I realize that I pass from death to life because I love the brethren. Somebody go on and shout it. Because I love the brethren. I don't want to see anybody perish. I want to see everybody raised up. And love will do that thing. Have somebody tell them love will do that thing. Love will turn it all around. Love will turn it around. Love will change the situation. They don't want to be there. They'll come there not even knowing because love have attracted them there. Mama, I want to go to church with you because of the love that's coming up off of you. You ain't trying to sell nothing to me. Glory to God. Love lifted them. Love tapped them in a place that nothing else could tap them. They thought the drug could do it. They thought the alcohol could do it. They thought the man could do it. They thought the woman could do it. But they will find out that love created the universe and everything in it. It all comes from love. You are birthed from love. You are created from I know what time it is. But God said, give him 5 seconds. The DJ will be playing the music, and you be on the floor with partners. All of a sudden, he got on the mic and said, "Shift, switch," and they will switch. I hear the Holy Ghost say, "Switch." You're switching partners. You're going from the enemy, switching over to God that love you. Give him 5 seconds. This girl right here. She come in and told me about the new job. And I told her, she kind of quiet, but I'm going to help her out. I told her I didn't see her on the bottom. I told her that I see promotion behind promotion, behind promotion, behind promotion. This girl hasn't been there. I don't think you've been there 6 months. Been there about how long? About 3 months, something like that. She done been elevated about 3 times so far. Come on here. I said, wait, watch this. I said, wait, watch this. What kind of idiot is? I can't get any. I said, no, let me see. What's going on? What idiot? I tell you this. I said, wait a minute, God. I said, you mean to tell me she being promoted like that? She not even 18 yet. God said, I don't care. And she got a raise. Watch this. There's 5 more of you. See, watch this. That's why I love these kids. But watch this. They're not tainted by nothing else. When they're man of God speaking into their life, they just believe because they don't have anything else. Look, God can work with them kind of people. I got some more of them in here. They believe whatever he says, it's going to. This girl coming off is crying. She said, Bishop, I don't know what's happening. I said, baby, continue to believe in the Lord your God. And believe in your prophet. So shall you continue to prosper. When you lock in, don't be tainted by nothing else. I'm going by what he said. I'm listening. Y'all got to stop now. Here, I got to go. I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to find a jumping place, Tammy. Listen. 3, I'm talking to my young people. Watch this. You under 18 right now. Watch this. I see 3 of y'all in corporate office before you get 18. I see, oh God, 4. What am I getting at? Of you owning before you're 25. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. I don't care. I'm going with what he said. I'm going with God. I told that young man standing right there, Brother Miles, he come in the office and he said, how you know all this stuff? I didn't even know him. And God just started unraveling his life. And he come in there and said, I'm sorry, Bishop, I'm not trying to question, I apologize, but how you know all that? I said, Miles, this is not the outside. This is the one that's working inside. He know everything. And I told him, I said, God sent you here because they canceled your life out, but you gonna see her. I'm trying. I am. I'm really trying. You gonna see miracles so big it's gonna shock your whole family. They counted you out. Holy Ghost said it will not be. I'm going to use you, and you're going to be a light to your whole house. Oh, he does. Because the Holy Ghost done shocked him. He had to have that private meet with me. Trying to figure it out. This is real, baby. I'm not playing games. And I'm not trying to hype you with nothing. If I hear it in the Holy Ghost, I'm going to tell you. But it's your job to grab it and believe this is God. God uses people. But it's your job to believe. And I promise you, honey, you struggling, listen, that's over, baby. Listen, those of you that have been shamming and going crazy about tithing, God said if you release that 10%, he said you will see the increase. What's happening to you is the devil unlocked your mind and is holding you in a place that you can't get out of when you know what God said. I did the same thing. I did the same thing. I was like, heck with that. Because I knew church. I'm sorry, I was born and raised in the back door of the back door of the back door of the back door. I know church. Man, I'm like, please, I ain't doing that. But then God began to beat me and show me. And then I looked at my wife and I said, oh. And then I'm like, God, what's happening here? He said, if you're willing and obedient, I'll do it for you. And I started tithing, going way into tithing and way, and now I love it. Nobody, nothing can stop it. Toledo Edison, Columbia Gas, none of it. I'll make them wait. I ain't gonna put God on the back burner. And God always comes through. Honey, see, look, God said in Malachi, try me, prove me, and see won't I. You won't know that, honey, unless you release yourself and give yourself permission to obey and do what he said. Against that poverty mindset that's trying to hold you back. I got entrepreneur people all in my ear, business people, because I just, I got away from all the other folks. I don't need to hear that stuff. And every last one of them, they talk about tithing. They're not pastors. They're business owners. They talk about tithing. Giving percentages of their business to ministry and communities and helping people. And you sit there with that little monthly income and you mean to tell me you won't break yourself out and let God take you beyond? Take that check and bless it. Never mind. I'm not here to make nobody, honey, I'm going to tell you what God said. Try me, prove me, and see won't I. Because if you really believe God, you won't let your money stop you. Money is your servant. Money obeys you. But if you're locked into a poverty mindset that won't obey God, you will never get into the inheritance that God says is yours. Some of y'all are supposed to be giving other people jobs right now, but you're allowing that little check and something simple as tithing and supporting ministry to hold you back. But that was the law. No, baby, tithing was here before the law even got it. Abraham tithed to Melchizedek. It went way back. You can't be blessed and not keep that channel open. Anybody know anything about staying in the channel? They know you got to keep the flow going. You got to keep the flow going because I can cut it off. When I tighten up, I cut that flow. I got to keep that flow open. We blessing people all the time. We bless the ministry. We bless other people and people in these pews and people out there. We blessing people all the time, as well as other ministries. We go and be a blessing to this other church at 5 o'clock. Because we believe in what we do. You can't sham God and expect to get into the inheritance. Now, I'm going to leave that alone. Y'all go ahead and put it on social media if you want to. He over there, I don't care. They talk about me anyway. I really don't care. This thing comes with persecution. And I'm not apologizing. When I go in the name of the Lord, he got my back. All I tell people is you better be careful. Because he said, woe unto them that offense come. When a person is giving you what God said, and you go in there and you fight that, and you know that to be the word of God, you're beating your own self down. And you'll never get out. Saul got knocked off the beast. Don't you know it's hard to kick against the prick? It took his eyesight and sent him to church. Took him to church, sent him down to the church. Ananias, he was the pastor at the time. Pastor didn't even want to receive him. He's a murderer. You sent him up in this church? Yeah, because God has to send it through people. But God got his attention. You don't fight God and get into the miracle. And God will do it to show you that it's real. But then there come a time that you got to acknowledge it and say, okay, God, I don't need to see no more. I believe you. I will tithe, I will give, I will sow, I will be a blessing, I help and assist other people. I don't care what you touch my heart to do it, I'm doing it because I'm going to keep myself in the channel. I don't care how many millions and millions and billions of dollars that I receive, I will keep myself in the channel. Hallelujah. Take you off of government assistance and put you on the ministry assistance. Just be a help to people. This is what it's all about. If you don't got a vision like that, your dream ain't big enough. If other people ain't included in your vision, you're not dreaming big enough. Not God. God always includes people. Some of these ministries that we're connected with that struggle, I go in there and I'll pay everything and get them out. Some of the faithful people, I listen, I will be a blessing. Because this is what this is all about. And God will take a liberal hand and he will make it fat. When you say that about the liberal soul, listen, I'll make it fat, baby. Fat. And he ain't talking about F-A-T. Now you're going to lose the weight. Because you're going to be fat in the pocket. So much so you don't have room enough. That's the way God want to do it. But he got to know he can trust you. He got to know he can trust you. Not to run, take everything to the casino and run to the mall and run to all these stores and wearing God tithe that he told you to support ministry. And the casino taking all your money. Now you got to go borrow money from other folk because you gave it all to the casino. I'm trying to get some. Obey God. We go to Las Vegas about every year. I said, if God strike me, hey, it is what it is. But I'm going to know it's God. Because I ain't gambling. Because he got many ways of blessing me. Because I'm in the channel. Praise Jesus. I want you that will be obedient today and trust God. $30 seed. I want you to hurry up real fast, real quick, and in a hurry. I got no service to go to. Y'all gonna go with me at 5 o'clock? Amen. Let's just spend the day in here. Let's get some more. Go over there at 5 o'clock. Let's get some more. Praise Jesus. Put that thing on.